And collective, welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back, you guys. We are back to shadow work. This is part one. We are back to our regularly scheduled program, collective. So, as you know, we always do part one where we pull from the oracles, talk about the most important shadow work that's going to be necessary. I'm going to direct this one in regards to family because a lot of people will be connecting with family during the holiday. So, this is just more of advice as far as possibly dealing with certain shadow work aspects that you may come across during the holidays when you're around family and kind of how to handle those. And then I'm also going to give you guys messages from the law of attraction. So once we talk about the shadow aspects, the law of attraction deck will kind of give you insight on how it can help in regards to attracting once you heal these shadow aspects of self and how this will help in your connections. So, welcome in all of my current followers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome in any new followers or subscribers. Come in. You are always welcome here with no judgment and so much love. Welcome to Shadow Work Part 1. And I like this beginning energy collective. It is about getting rid of limiting beliefs. I feel like this is a huge one. So I always love to see it come out in the reverse for the collective because I feel like in the energy is telling me that the collective in general is becoming more open minded. It doesn't mean that everybody in our lives is going to follow suit, right? So, because this is about how this could pertain to the holidays. So, in this energy, this is good. I feel like collective, you are going to be walking into any type of holiday event with family, friends, coworkers, friendships where people are going to see that you are becoming more open-minded. People are going to see that you are ultimately growing. You are understanding that your mindset has to change in order to become the person you want to be. You've had this self realization. So you no longer are allowing those old beliefs, that were passed down to you, even if it is from family, even if it is tradition. What you're not going to do is allow it to keep you from growing into the person that you truly desire to be, especially if it's not in agreement with the direction that you are going. You are not going to allow external factors to keep you from moving forward. So, this is a beautiful energy. I love this. And I'm so proud of you. Keep that up, collective. Okay. Then we have feathered omens. Even the sweetest bird harbors fierce intentions, self deceit, illusion, and secrets. So, this is about people who have a lot of pride and ego, who like to play the role of the peacock, but deep down they are insecure, they are envious of others around them. These are also individuals who can pretend to be very, very nice. But underneath the surface, their intention is to hurt you in some way, break your heart, make you sad. So, this is about people wearing facades, wearing masks, right? This is definitely something common amongst family dynamics. So, this could be an energy that you have to deal with or come across during the holiday season as you are celebrating, if you celebrate Christmas. And so, this is about being able to get past the delusion. This is also about not deceiving yourself, collective. This is also about you not wearing a mask and pretending to be something that you're not, just for the sake of the family, just for the sake of not causing, an uproar because people are not going to agree with who you are. This is about being brave, and this is about peacocking. This is about showing your true self without fear of judgment, because people are going to judge you either way, right? Even if you walk into a family event or deal with family during the holidays and you walk in pretending to be the person they want you to be, they are still going to find something to say because that is just how people are in this human experience, right? So, this is just about not deceiving yourself, not creating an illusion of self. This is about you working through who you are genuinely as a person, but also learning how to use your own discernment and look past other people's masks as well. Facing inner demons. Yeah, this is a big one. Don't be afraid of your darkness, collective. There's always light nearby. Okay. Um, People choose what side they want to work most from. Understand that it takes being balanced between the shadow self and the light in order to feel whole. It's not about one more than the other. It's about knowing how to dance with your shadow in order to keep it in balance. It's about learning how to have emotional intelligence, um, being emotionally balanced, mentally balanced, physically in balance. And if you can face those inner demons, those things that scare you the most about you, because at the end of the day, collective, it is you versus you always. People will make it seem as if they should have a say so in who you are and who you become. And we give away that power to others. We give them the power to hold that type of weight in the words that they say. But see, that power can easily be taken back. Words are only as strong as you allow them to be, right? So that is why the words that we say to self is most important, not the words of others, but we give that power away voluntarily. Once you can face these demons, inner demons, collective, it will allow you to transform. This could be something that you are in the process of doing. So if you are going to visit friends and family, you will start to see as you encounter those people you haven't been around, as you've been going through the transformation, you're going to witness how you've changed internally. You will feel how you vibrate differently when you are amongst those same energies that maybe you don't spend on, a time around daily. You will feel your growth in the situation when you are with family and friends and coworkers that maybe you don't come into physical, contact with very often. So definitely don't neglect to face those things that scare you the most. Hidden desires in the reverse. Your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential, longing, passion, fulfilled. Some of you guys have some hidden desires that are still unfulfilled. Maybe you are getting to the point where you no longer want them to be hidden. Maybe you are coming to a place of acceptance. Maybe you are wanting to express something to someone you care for, that you have a crush on, someone that you consider a muse you want to be more open with, and you have a hidden desire that you want to express. This could create some type of potential of growth, but it's something that you feel very passionate about. Unseen patterns. Change your thoughts, change your life, beliefs, reprogramming. Unseen patterns in the reverse. I feel like you have clarity, collective, about your patterns. That is a beautiful thing. That makes me very happy because it means that you are taking in the information. It means that you are not only taking in the information, but you are applying it to your life in some way that is becoming beneficial. And that makes me happy, right? Because it makes me feel as if I am encouraging you to grow, heal, evolve into a better version or higher version of yourself. You are starting to recognize why you keep choosing the same friendships, the same romantic partners, why you keep choosing to go to those same places that keep you in a low vibration, why you keep choosing to, stay connected to certain people or take certain actions to do certain things that bring you down. You are understanding the patterns. It is not something that you are confused about anymore. And when you have clarity, now you know how to act. Now you know how to move. Now you know how to begin to heal it. So beautiful. I'm proud of you, collective. I can't say that enough. Just being here, listening to this message tells me that you have a desire in your heart to be better, that you are ready to journey inward. You are ready to do the introspection. You are ready to do the work so that you can begin your healing. Because it is a choice to reflect, to grow. It's always a choice. Every single day, it's a choice. And as you continue to make that same choice, you will realize the path to enlightenment starts within you. The path becomes clear because you are doing the work. Yeah, lack of awareness was keeping you from seeing the patterns, right? So now you are working on that lack of awareness. You are not missing chances. You are now seeing the risks. You are now seeking the facts and staying open-minded, right? You're not allowing those limiting beliefs to hold you back. You are opening your eyes to the insight, to the opportunities available to you for growth, for healing. You are taking in the wisdom and you are starting to apply it towards your life. So you are not allowing lack of awareness to hold you back. You are seeing the people in your life clearly, and this will include your family, right? Your friends, the people you hang around with during the holidays. You will begin to understand the interaction in your connections, whether they are beneficial connections or whether they are not beneficial. It will be easy to see things clearly. You will find wholeness. Yes, you will start bringing together fragments of yourself that were lost during your trauma. You will begin to bring those pieces back together because you have now accepted what's broken. You have now accepted that you went through something most of the time that wasn't your fault, but even if it was based on a choice you made, you are accepting that in order to be whole, you have to bring back that fragment by healing it, by addressing it, by looking at it in order to find that inner peace. Beautiful. I pray that you find your wholeness, collective. You deserve to feel whole. You deserve to not live a life of deception where there is a slippery slope that erodes trust over time. There's no trust, there's no integrity, there's a whole bunch of lies and chaos. Honesty fosters connection and authenticity. This is what you are working towards now that you see the patterns of the relationships you have, of the friendships of your family. This is what's going to allow you to be whole again because now you believe in transparency and trust and integrity. This is what you require within your connections. It doesn't matter who it is to you. It doesn't matter if it's by blood, if it's a stranger that you just met, if it is a romantic partner, if it is a business partner. You expect there to be integrity, transparency, and trust in your connections now, when before it wasn't a big deal. And you are now going to be able to confront those fears because you realize it's necessary to confront those fears, those inner demons, right? Those are the things you have to be able to face in order to start to heal, to reclaim that power. You need to find that courage and that bravery. And I feel like you are. Addiction is at the bottom of the deck. Be careful if you guys are hanging out with friends, family over the holiday season. Just make sure to take care of yourself. Don't overindulge, especially if you know that you are a person who has a personality of, all in or nothing. As you are healing, just be mindful of your choices. As you are healing, be mindful that some people may not like the fact that you are healing, and they may put you in a situation where you take a step back. They may give you a little bit too much to drink. They may encourage you to do things that put you in a lower vibration. Take care of yourself. Pay attention, collective, especially right now. Okay. So let's pull some law of attraction oracles. And I feel like I want to kind of give you an idea of, once you begin to work on your shadow, once you begin to heal from the things that are blockages in your life, because that's exactly what your shadow side is until you find balance with it. When your shadow side is your most dominant side, these are blockages within yourself, within your life. So as you begin to heal these blockages, it's going to allow you to attract, because as you clear the mess, right, it makes room for new. So what happens after you begin to heal? Look at that. You become liberated. Liberation. First card out. Freedom comes when you release what no longer serves you, collective. You let go and you welcome new possibilities. Identify something that has been weighing you down, release it, and move forward. Exactly. Your shadow healing is connected to law of attraction, your manifestations, the things you desire. Your shadow are blockages from you receiving these things. Your shadow, healing your shadow allows you to be disciplined. It allows you to show commitment, routine, create lasting success. It allows you to stay consistent once you begin to heal, right? Because you are okay with putting in effort, because you have a renewed faith in yourself. You begin to develop habits that are good for you, that make you stronger, because you are now aligned with your goal. You do not allow distractions to make you go backwards. It doesn't mean that we're perfect. It doesn't mean that we're not going to make choices to do things for enjoyment, but it is just about not overindulging, not going backwards if you don't have to, and staying disciplined. And this is something that is easier to be in as far as a mindset when you face your shadow. What else? Look at that. Stillness. In stillness, you align with clarity, unseen patterns in the reverse. You now have clarity. So some of you guys have probably begun meditation practices. When you sit in stillness, you align with clarity. Quiet the mind to hear the wisdom within. Take a moment today to pause, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner knowing. This is about you learning to trust your intuition as you work on your shadow healing. Yeah, risk. Great rewards require stepping into the unknown. Beautiful. Yes. Playing it safe won't lead to growth. This is why you have to confront your fears. This is why you have to face those inner demons. You have to take that risk for self. Take a calculated risk today. Leap toward your dreams with confidence. Be confident in your healing, in your growth, and your efforts, so that, yes, your vision, again, clarity. Great change starts with bold imagination. See beyond the present into what could be. Absolutely. So as you start to heal, again, you are now thinking about your future, because now you have a renewed faith. Now you are excited again about what could be. So now your vision starts to change. Things become clearer. You know what direction you want to go in. You know the direction you don't want to go in. You are now no longer at a crossroads. So your vision becomes clearer. Yep. Once you take the initiative and choose to heal, waiting won't bring you results, collective. Taking action is the key to unlocking new opportunities. Step forward boldly today. Act on an idea without overanalyzing it. Intuitively, execute. Start working on it. Don't just talk about it, be about it, collective, right? And this will gain momentum. So as you start to take action on your healing, as you start to work on your shadow, put in the time, the effort you need for that growth, you will gain clarity. You will begin to take more risk for your healing. That means being willing to speak your truth, to heal those connections that hurt you in the past. If you need to reconcile, this will just allow you to be more courageous, and it will gain momentum as you start slow and start to take steps by step by step by step. You will start to gain momentum because you will start to see results, and it will make you excited. So you will continue it and you will keep going. Yep. Acceleration. A lot of forward movement happens when you heal, collective. Your path again changes. It becomes clear. The train tracks that you need to choose, you can now see it. Momentum is building. Your actions are creating rapid change. Yes, every time you take the initiative, you execute a plan to heal, to fix something, to grow in a certain way, give yourself some love, self-care, nurturing. It creates a momentum and it begins to accelerate every single time you make a choice for you. One more, please. Yep. And then you begin to master it because you now have an understanding, because you've put in the work, you've practiced it and done it and over and over again. You've now applied your healing to your life, to your connections, to your relationships, right? Now you become a master of self. True excellence is achieved through dedication and continuous improvement. Hone your craft, strive for excellence in what you do. In your healing, you will become your own mastery in your healing. Beautiful. All right. What archangels can help you guys with your healing at this time? What archangels can help the collective with their healing at this time? What archangels can help the collective this week with their healing at this time? What archangels? Okay. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Yeliel, and Archangel Raphael. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. Archangel Uriel. The number 3 could be significant, born in the month of March, born on the 3rd. The number 30 could be significant, born on the 30th. You could be 30 years old. And the number 4, born in the month of April, born on the 4th. Awesome. So let's start with Archangel Uriel. Again, the number 3 could be significant. This is also in connection to, we have out here Taurus energy, also Mars. So Taurus energy is about being grounded and sensual. Mars energy is about raw energy and determination. Yes, that determination to become a master of your own healing, right? Absolutely. Also, this is about earth energy, again, which is duty, security, and pragmatic. Earth energy is also Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy as well. So Archangel Uriel is the keeper of wisdom and inspiration. So this is the archangel that you would call on, collective, to allow you inspiration and wisdom as you are healing. He provides guidance, prophetic visions. He helps you with decisions, plan of action, initiative, execution, planning, and taking action. This is the archangel to help you with how to take action on something. And he provides sparks of inspiration to help you get started, to take the initiative. I give wisdom to solve complicated problems and help you find solutions for challenging predicaments. The ruby crystal could be significant. Tuesday could be significant. Something better. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Then we have Archangel Yeliel. The number 30 could be significant. Again, you could be 30. This is also connected to Aquarius energy, which is independent and idealistic. Okay. And this other symbol, you guys, on here is Pluto energy, which is about destroy, create, and transform. So this is about transformation, becoming independent, changing your ideas, getting rid of those limiting beliefs. That is how I connect that energy, right? So Archangel Yeliel is the angel of mental force and calmness, battles depression, serenity, tech support, reveals lies, stops overthinking, provides clarity. Clarity we talked about as well. Those unseen patterns in the reverse, they are no longer unseen. So you now have clarity about those repeated karmic patterns that you need to heal from. So Archangel Yeliel, she fixes gaps between the mind and emotions. That's a huge one because people generally are stuck in their decision making because their mind and emotions or their mind and heart don't connect, right? People overthink with their mind, but they feel with their heart. So she helps to bridge that gap between your mind and your heart or your emotions. She also helps navigate complex situations and people who play mind games. Wow. So this is a very powerful archangel. And I say that because usually when we are dealing with people in our lives considered karmic connections, there is a lot of manipulation. People play a lot of mind games. This is what keeps us in our head. This is what keeps us from making decisions. So this is the archangel that you would call on to help you with anybody trying to play mind games with you. And she got her sword out. She reminded me of the Queen of Swords. So it seems like she's very straightforward and has a lot of integrity. So she doesn't do mind games. And she helps you to stop overthinking those situations that people put you in your head over, where they create confusion, right? Beautiful. Pearl crystal could be very significant the month of January. And be assertive. Yeah, she looks very assertive. She doesn't play. Okay, collective. No mind games can happen over here. Okay, then you have Archangel Raphael. All right. Archangel Raphael, he is connected to, it looks like, is this symbol here? Oh, Gemini energy. Okay. We also have the air element, which is communication and intelligence, which makes sense for Gemini energy, which is the same as communication and intelligence. Beautiful. And then this other symbol here on this card pertaining to Archangel Raphael is Mercury energy, which is also communication and inspiration. Okay. And that's also connected to Archangel Raphael. So he is the healer of physical ailments. So he answers prayer, he helps with recovery, travel safety, healing, pain relief, health, and wellness. So if you guys are dealing with any type of physical ailments, mental ailments, If you guys are traveling soon, this is the archangel that you would pray to for travel safety, to help you recover from any physical ailments, even mental ailments. Between Archangel Yeliel and Raphael, this is about healing your mind. There is a level of intelligence there, but when you have people who are easily manipulated or people who try to manipulate you, it can create mental illness. It can create mental strain. It could put people in a place of being mentally unstable. And I feel like these are the two archangels that can help with any feelings of mental instability for you guys. Ask for healing or protection from bodily harm during travel and for help finding a lost love. So some of you guys are wanting to reconcile, but maybe you need to go through your shadow work. You need to go through your healing process before you can move back towards somebody that you truly love and care about, that maybe you lost because of mental instability that you had, because you were not in a good place in your mind. That needs to be healed before you can move back. The crystal malachite, Wednesday is important, and recovery. So beautiful. So these are your archangels that will be able to help you go through that healing process of your mental state. All right, let me get you your animal spirit, and then I will get you your angel number. Okay. Shark. Okay. Water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Water elements. The ocean, which is about our emotions, right? Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. So somebody during an event this holiday, there might be some truths exposed to you. You might see some people that may not have good intentions, but it may become clearer to you, collective, as you are interacting. But shark energy is about directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This is an indication that something big needs to be exposed. See? Confirmation. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves. Like I said, don't wear any masks when you go to these family events or connections. Don't try to be anything other than who you are. Be honest about where you are. I mean, and whether people accept it or not, that has nothing to do with you. Or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong. But when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, honesty, confirmation. Be honest about who you are, your thoughts. Again, if you feel called to even explain yourself, collective, because sometimes you don't need to explain to people. Oh, wow, that one just fell out. I didn't even get to shuffle. So this must be your angel number, but I'll wait to turn it over. Sometimes you don't even have to explain yourself. Sometimes if you feel you are called to speak out, to speak your truth, then do so. But if you feel like you don't need to insert yourself or anyone else into your business at this time, especially in the middle of your healing, you don't need to explain to people where you're going, why you're choosing it. If it doesn't come up as a topic of conversation, it doesn't need to be volunteered information. But if somebody feels like they want to address you or try to belittle you, then it is time to use your voice. Then it is time to say what you need to say. because this will release the tension. Once you have spoken your truth and you are courageous and stand 10 toes down in your truth, people realize that you cannot be swayed by their manipulative words or their backstabbing words or, their sugar coated, deceptive words. They will see. And then you will no longer need to explain. And again, it's not your business how people feel about the growth that you are trying to obtain, the healing that you are going through. If they're not supportive of you, that is okay. You have plenty of support, especially your spirit team, the Most High God, your archangels, right? Your ancestors. You have support. I'm sure you may have one or two friends that you can lean on, but even if you don't, you always have support. But it's time to swim amongst the sharks and be fearless. And your angel number is number 811, faith filled. The inspiration is divine. Your angels call on you to take actual steps toward your inspired thoughts. All of those ideas and spiritual downloads you've been having are from a higher power. Journal about a dream you have, then list 3 steps you can take today toward making it a tangible reality. Remember that the smallest steps are the most important. Beautiful. Angel number 811, collective. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here with me for Shadow Work Part 1. This was an amazing message. Make sure you check out Law of Attraction from this week. I feel like it will truly help you, especially as you go through your healing, to see what is waiting for you on the other side of removing the blockages. Until next time, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. Bye, guys.